Hello and welcome to our English language workout. I'm Sam. Today we're tackling the powerful socio-political concept of the overtone window, the range of ideas tolerated in public discourse. We'll look at how concepts which were once completely unacceptable are slowly shifted into what is taken for granted. Our extensive grammar focus is relative clause, the structures that allow us to add detail and complexity to our sentences, using words like who, that, which, whose, whom, and where. Remember, speak out loud during the pauses. Let's begin. Ogden's Lexis refresher will be using these words: distribution, drawer, dress, driving, dust, earth, east, edge, education, effect, end, error, event, example, exchange, existence, expansion, experience, expert, phase, fact, fall, family, father, feeling. Part 1. Defining clauses: who, that, which, with, without. Focus is clauses essential for the identifying the noun, no commas. The process that shifts public opinion is called the overtone window. Repeat. The process that shifts public opinion is called the overtone window. The expert who first described this concept was Joseph B. Overtone. Repeat. The expert who first described this concept was Joseph B. Overtone. The ideas which were considered unthinkable are at the edge of the window. Repeat. The ideas which were considered unthinkable are at the edge of the window. The political party that the proposal benefits is pushing it into the mainstream. Repeat. The political party that the proposal benefits is pushing it into the mainstream. Practice. Simplify the sentences by removing the pronoun, if possible. The effect that we see today was planned years ago. Repeat. The effect that we see today was planned years ago. The change which society accepts can be deadly for its long-term existence. Repeat. The change which society accepts can be deadly for its long-term existence. The person who opposes the new norm may find themselves facing litigation. Repeat. The person who opposes the new norm find themselves facing litigation. 2. Advanced defining clauses: whose, whom, where. Clauses using these more specific relative pronouns. The think tank, whose goal is cultural expansion, is funding this study. The think tank, whose goal is cultural expansion, is funding this study. The place where these concepts originate is usually the academic East. Repeat. The place where these concepts originate is usually the academic East. The citizen to whom the new concept is introduced often feels bewildered. Repeat. The citizen to whom the new concept is introduced often feels bewildered. The family whose values are under attack is facing a difficult fall. Repeat. The family whose values are under attack is facing a difficult fall. The legal structure in which the original protest is deemed an error is very complex. Repeat. The new legal structure in which the original protest is deemed an error is very complex. The father whose rights are challenged must speak out. Repeat. The father whose rights are challenged must speak out. 3. Non-defining. Extra information clause. Our focus has clauses giving extra non-essential information, always using commas. The first stage, which is unthinkable, has been overcome. Repeat. The first stage, which has been unthinkable, has been overcome. The activist who had little political experience led the opposition. Repeat. The activist who had little political experience led the opposition. This cultural shift, which is visible in the media, has a huge psychological effect. Repeat. This cultural shift, which is visible in the media, has a huge psychological effect. The distribution of counter-arguments, which is highly controlled, is very limited. Repeat. The distribution of counter-arguments, which is highly controlled, is very limited. We should study the historical event where a similar shift occurred centuries ago. Repeat. We should study the historical event where a similar shift occurred centuries ago. The slow acceptance, which is the final stage, marks the end of public debate. Repeat. The slow acceptance, which is the final stage, marks the end of public debate. Part 4. Reduced clauses in and ed. Focus is shortening relative clauses to participles. The ideologue talking about the new concept is a social engineer. Repeat. The ideologue talking about the new concept is a social engineer. The data hidden in the drawer reveals the original plan from the data which was hidden. Repeat. The data hidden in the drawer reveals the original plan. The media reports concerning the development of the concept are positive. The reports which concern. Repeat. The media reports concerning the development of the concept are all positive. The opposition leader charged with ignoring the fact lost the election. From the opposition leader who was charged. Repeat. The opposition leader charged with ignoring the fact lost the election. The citizens driving home must contend with the new norm. From the citizens who are driving. Repeat. The citizens driving home must contend with the new norm. The psychological damage caused by the intervention is substantial from the damage which was caused. Repeat. the psychological damage caused by the intervention is substantial. Summary: connecting our learning. Connecting our learning. Excellent work today. You have used the most complex sentence structures in English, relative clauses, to analyze how public opinion is systematically engineered. We practiced 5 types of clauses. First, defining who, that, which. The idea that is most dangerous is the one we ignore. Second, defining omission. The feeling that they suppress will eventually erupt. Third, advanced defining whose, whom, where. The earth where we stand is constantly shifting. Fourth, non-defining extra info. The new dress, which is brightly colored, represents superficiality. Fifth, reduced clauses. The example given in the article shows the extreme position. Remember, the Overtone Window shows that any idea, no matter how potentially deadly for a society's equilibrium, can be made acceptable through systematic reframing. Mastery of these clauses allows you to articulate such complex processes clearly and precisely. Keep practicing. You are gaining the linguistic tools of complex thought. See you next time for our next English language workout.